Definitely was windy last night. I wonder if the pilot's out. I don't see any safeties on this thing. Is there any safeties? No, there is no safeties on it. Let's see if the flipping pilot's even out. I got my...
Want me to hold on?
Should be alright. So it ran for what, 3 weeks?
About that, yeah. It was running last night just fine.
Well, I know it was windy last night because I could hear it. Don't forget this thing's old now.
Oh, it's
so it could have a cracked heat exchanger. I mean, there's a lot of things that could
be.
Could be.
Now, whilst we are looking, how much do you know about those heat pumps that they're talking about?
Don't do it.
Don't do it? Okay.
No, don't.
Well, that's why I'm asking.
Don't do it.
Well, that's why I'm asking because
No.
They're advertising them all the
Yeah,
time.
of course they are. Yeah.
Yeah. What about getting a...
Them are good for like if you're like from Washington down Washington D.C. Yeah, pilot's out.
Oh, okay.
Washington D.C. South. Right? They're decent. So the pilot's out again. Let me light it and see what it looks like for.
What about like a? I mean, what does it cost to get? No, a generator would help. Wouldn't help really if my pilot lights out, huh? As long as my electric goes out.
A what?
A generator.
Yeah, are you even going to start that thing? I could probably turn the pilot up a little bit on that thing if I had to. Are you even going to start that thing if it goes out?
What, a generator?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Would I start it? Would I know how, or would I be able?
You won't even know how to start it. You're lucky to be able to know how to put gas in the thing. Never mind starting it. Generator.
Well, just asking. I live alone. I gotta ask the questions because I gotta figure out what to do when these things keep happening.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, am I blocking your light? Sorry.
We definitely got a good pilot on there. I don't know if you could see it or not, but wait till I move my hand.
I see it. Yeah.
See how it's heating that thing up fine? Could be this gas valve's bad. But you know, this thing changing this gas valve's not going to be cheap either.
Define not going to be cheap. Put a dollar value on it. I gotta have heat, Steve, so.
No, I know. I think ran for what, 3 weeks?
Yeah? Fluke, maybe?
I just want to make sure it's not a fluke thing here before I start changing things on you. Alright, the pilot's definitely staying on there. Let me make sure everything's tight.
Yeah, do whatever you feel you need to do to make it as secure as
Everything's
possible.
tight here.
And then...
I would think that...
Now, if there was enough wind to knock the pilot light out, how would the wind have gotten to this thing? Because my windows are solid. I mean, there's no...
No, the downdraft coming
Just
down
from the
here. I don't
downdraft?
think
Oh,
that's a
okay.
problem. I think it's probably the gas valve starting to act up inside of here that's shutting it off, you know?
Oh, okay. So, like I
That's
said...
what we talked about last time.
We did. All right, like I said, dollars and cents, gas valve. Talk to me.
Well, the gas valve, you're looking at $200 plus my labor.
Okay. If that's
You
what
know?
it is, then that's what we do, because I've got it. I can certainly spend it. Just means I don't spend on other things I'd like to be spending my money on.
Yeah.
You know, fun stuff. The house comes first.
I should be able to change the gas valve. That's probably what the problem is, because it's getting a good, take a look at the pilot there. See
Yeah,
how
I
the
can see-
pilot's hitting that little rod? See that little rod?
With the yellow thing on the other end of it?
Yeah, that's a thermocouple. Now, when I take the light, you see how the flames on it? Good. I'm going to start it up, and we're going to see what happens with it. See if it we get any kind of blowout or anything like that with it when it fires.
Yeah, well, let's see what happens.
Could be a crack. Could be a. I want to see when the fan comes on, right? If the fan affects the flame at all. If that's the case, you got a cracked heat exchanger. Then changing the gas valve is not an option. You got to change the whole furnace. Let's
Like a
wait.
whole new
Let's
furnace,
wait.
you mean?
Let's wait till the fan kicks on
Okay.
and see if it changes the flame at all.
Alright. Okay. I don't know why this is here. There's a hole here, right there.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, well, I got duct tape. I can fix that. That's easy.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to cover all the bases for you
Oh,
because I know
please.
you're not rich.
No, I appreciate that. Like I said, if it's a gas valve and we're talking 200 plus labor, then we're going to do 200 plus labor. You know, we're just going to do it because I've got.
Let's see
a little
what
money
happens
set
when the
aside,
fan
so-
kicks on. What it does.
Yeah, I've got a little money set aside, so it's not like I don't have money. But it was very windy here last night. It was howling.
The
when I
pilot does seem to be jumping around a little bit on that thermocouple, which, you know, maybe, possibly, if I turn it up a little bit. I'm just trying to cover all my bases before I pull the trigger here.
Please.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you are correct. I am not rich. I do have a little money set aside, but I wouldn't want to have to replace this.
Yeah, you can
entire
see the
furnace.
thermocouple. You can see the flame on the pilot jumping around. If that cools off, then the thing shuts off.
Mm-hmm.
You know. See how it's jumping around there?
Yeah, a little bit.
I want to see what happens with the fan. Maybe I can clean that thing. Sometimes I can clean them out good. There seems to be a... It's possible that it's in this gas valve where this mechanism is. It's kind of act. Boy, there goes the fan.
After we've been here 23 years, and this was here when we got here, so.
Oh yeah, it's
Nothing would
definitely
surprise me,
changing
Steve, it's all-
definitely changing the flame pattern there with the
The fan going on?
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Which indicates what exactly?
See how it's more orange? Which means you probably got a cracked heat exchanger.
What does that mean?
That's not good.
Oh, that's not.
No, that's not good.
How bad is that's not good?
Well, that means you need a new furnace.
Okay. Why would it run good if it's a cracked heat exchange? Why would it run good for 3 weeks and then stop running again?
This bay on this side looks kind of orangey. See how it's orangey?
I do.
Even if I try to give it more air, it's still a...
No, it's
See it?
very orange. Yes, I see it. Gets a little better, but
Let's
then
see
it
if
comes
I
back
adjust
orange.
this down. If it,
Yeah, it gets a little better. Bluer.
see how this one's nice and blue on this end?
Mm-hmm.
We could check the CO in the vents upstairs. Let me get my meter. Return. Where's the supply? Does this give off heat? That's a return.
There's one in here that does. That gives off heat. Because it's the warmest room in the house. Need some light?
Yeah, it would be nice.
There.
Don't seem to be a problem. It's always good to check, you know?
Oh, yeah. That's fine. Yeah, because there's that one, the
Yeah,
one in the
it's-
hallway, the big one, and one upstairs in the hallway.
Seems
There's
fine.
3.
Careful, I don't fall down these stairs.
Hang on. I usually just.
The pilot does seem like it's wicking off a little bit. I mean, it's possible that it's because it ran for 3 weeks, right?
Yeah.
All right, let me put this to pilot. Yeah, and see when it shuts off, it kind of like was a little. We had to light this thing before. It's been a few times where we had to light it, right? That it went out.
I don't remember. If we did it was several years ago. I mean, we haven't looked at it since 2008, so. And I don't remember us doing anything with this.
13. So today's a 29. So that was like 3 weeks.
Yeah, roughly. I mean, could it be a fluke just for?
I mean, it could be a freak thing, and I don't want to start, changing gas valves for no reason here either,
No.
Because then changing parts for no reason, it gets pricey. I don't want to see you
going broke. Well, the price you pay for home ownership, I gotta live here, Oh my God. So, I mean, house has to come first. Other things have to give. But house needs to be first.
I might be able to turn that flame up a little bit, give it a little bit more, and then sometimes that works.
I don't remember heat. I only remember the heat going out once.
It's not like it's getting a little explosion when it starts. You never hear any banging down here. It always starts smooth, yeah.
Yeah, you get a little bit of sound, but that's when the fan pops up, but nothing bad. Not like it's breaking. I mean, I would hear that.
No, if you were hearing like a loud explosion.
Oh, good. No,
Yeah.
no.
You'd be panicking.
You'd be calling the fire department if I heard a lot of explosions.
So I could turn that pilot
Gas
up
company.
a little bit.
Mm.
I rather exhaust all my options before I change the gas valve.
Okay.
Understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yes, I do indeed. No, I trust you completely. This is why you're here, because you tell me what needs to be done, it gets done, because you're not going to screw
Might
me
be able
up.
to give it a little bit more flame on that thermocouple. Yeah. See, I'm giving it a little bit more flame on a thermocouple here by adjusting the gas valve. Giving it a little bit more. It's warming up that thermocouple more. In other words, it's giving a little bit more flame to it. If I cut it back, I'll show you. If I cut it back, it gets wimpy. Watch. See how it's wimpy there? I don't know if you can see the flame.
Oh, yeah, I can see.
See that? Now I'm gonna back this out and I'm gonna give it a little bit more.
Oh, yeah,
See it?
Definitely see the difference.
So it's
like
definitely giving it more flame, a little bit more gas. Let's try that first. If it goes out again, we have to definitely change the gas valve.
Okay. I mean, is that as dirty as I think it is?
Is what?
This bad boy.
What are you talking about,
Right
dirty?
under your hand. It
What
looks
am-
all dusty, dirty. I mean, if we have to change the gas valve, is it worth cleaning the whole thing? Because we haven't done any maintenance on this thing in years.
The gas valve, it's going out because there wasn't enough heat on that thermocouple.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking. So let's make a little adjustment on it, like that. We're getting a little bit
Try my
more.
turn to see
We're
it.
getting a little bit more flame on it. You see it?
And it's all blue flame too. That's good.
Well, you see, it's got to warm that up. It's got to keep that warm.
Yeah. Okay.
And if this don't work, then we gotta definitely change the gas valve.
Okay. I'll take that. Like I said, if we have to, we have to. See if that beats putting a new furnace in right now. That's kind of like my last resort.
Yeah.
What wouldn't just for shits and giggles? What would a new furnace cost?
I'd have to get some information from you, but let's see how it fires now. Let's see how it looks now. Don't seem to be wicking off there as much.
Okay. That looks decent. From where I'm standing anyway, and I'm looking at it from a bad angle.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the flame, how it's nice and blue, pretty much universal. And then when the fan kicked on, this other burner was a little bit more.
Orange.
You want to tap on it?
But it's going orange all the way across when you tap on it.
It's kind of weird. Here I am trying to save you money. Most guys would be over here
Trying to get me to spend money? Yes. I'm
trying to
well
spend
aware.
money.
That's why you're here. Told you, I trust you completely. It's not even a question.
We did check up in the register vents. There was no CO at 0 CO, so that's good.
There's a carbon monoxide detector right next to that vent.
Well, no, that don't go off till 70 parts per million.
Really? Oh, okay, good.
Mine will register 1, 2, 3 parts per million, but that won't.
So
The reason being, when they first came out, I think they were set for like 35 parts per million. Well, fire departments were getting called continuously because the meters were going off, so they raised it to 70. So at 70, you're just about dead, but you probably got a little time before you die. So
Yeah.
that's what happened there. They changed it. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that is a little berserk, but keep walking to light because I keep wanting to see what's going on in there.
Just want to make sure that this is pushed as far over as we can.
All right, now how does one start the...
All right, I'm going to tell you how to start the pilot, okay? You got to take this cover off, lift it up, right?
Yeah.
Then what you want to do is, see this knob up top here?
The white knob? Yeah.
This white knob, it's on. See that little dot where my finger is?
Let me see. Yeah, I see off and on.
Right,
Yep.
so you have to push this to pilot. It'll stop there. You got to push this down. Then you got to light it inside there. You got to light that pilot with one of those lighters, right?
Oh, okay.
With those lighters like I have, and stick it in there. Then you have to hold this down for a minute.
Okay, until it comes on.
No, you got to hold it down. You got to heat up that thermocouple device.
Oh, okay.
Once the thermocouple device is heated up and you release this, and the pilot stays on by itself, now you could turn it to on. If you turn this knob to off, it's going to shut the pilot off. All right, so when it's on and the pilot's out, you turn this to pilot.
Gotcha.
You push this down. See how it goes down?
Let me see. Right now.
It won't go down if you don't have it in the right spot.
Okay, gotcha. It's like a
So,
release. Okay.
no, you'll see the little line there. See the little line there where it says pilot?
Yeah.
When it goes down, then you can light the pilot. And you got to hold it for a minute. You got to heat up that thermocouple device with the pilot. That's saying we're safe to let the gas through. It's a safety. Then after a minute, if you release it and the pilot's staying on, which it is now, see how it's starting the thermocouple's nice and red?
Yeah.
We're giving a little bit more heat. We're going to try that. And then once this is on and you released it, then you could turn it to on.
And it should stay.
And it should fire. And it did.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
And I could talk you through it if you wanted to over the phone. I mean, it's not rocket. You have to get one of these lighter things.
One of those little big thingies?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where do you get those? Hardware store, I would assume?
Anywhere. Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart,
Okay.
anywhere.
Home Depot.
Ace Hardware.
Home Depot's my usual go-to.
Yeah.
Give it to me
Right,
there.
so I'm just dropping this back in place where it needs to be.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have one of those lighters, which is the other reason I didn't even want to try it.
So you gotta lift this up Gotta lift this up and pull it out of here. See it? This thing has got to be lifted up and pulled out of here. Kind of an queer setup the way they got it. But best to get yourself a screwdriver. And you can push this up like this. Gotta get it up all the way, and then grab it. And it's gotta come out. It's gotta come out these little dogs here. See? Not easy to get it off. Why it's so difficult? Must be a female.
Oh yeah, with us girls, we're all just difficult. Yep,
See?
those things. Yeah, I see. That I can. And my hands are smaller, so it's easy for me to fit my hands in a little
Well, I'm
tiny
saying
places.
it kind of goes in, then it clips in, but it's running fine now. So.
All right, good.
We adjusted the pilot up a little. I'm gonna let that ride.
I gotta look and see. I thought I had one of those in the house somewhere, but if I do, I don't know where it is.
What's that?
One of those lighters.
Yeah, you got to get a light up, and it's got to work. Got to make sure that when you click on it, it works. They don't seem to last, them things. I mean, I go through a lot of them.
I know we had them because Dave used to use them on my grill. I had an electric grill at one point.
Trying to save you money.
Oh, I appreciate it, believe me. You're well worth every dime, God knows, but...
Alright, so we adjusted pilot flame, 0 CO and vents. It's been 15 days, so it's been 2 weeks. Right?
Yep. As you said, we had very heavy wind.